do I even need to review this show? Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Matthew V. Haynes, aka the Clockmaster. I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today right now the first episode of Powerless, which aired on NBC. This is to all you indecisive people out there. For you who cannot decide whether you want to watch this show or not, stick around till the end of this video and I think you'll have your answer whether you should watch it or not. It's completely up to you. Alrighty guys, so let's get into this review of the first episode of season 1 in Powerless. Emily, which is played by Vanessa Hudgens, travels to Charm City to take on her new job at Wayne Security, leading a team in the creation of special devices that aid in civilian protection against superheroes and villains during fights. As a new boss of a team that clearly doesn't respect her, Emily must find a way to prove her worth to both the team and the company. Powerless takes place in the same DC universe as the Justice League. So guys, what are my overall thoughts on this episode of Powerless? Really and truly, guys, I'm not that big of a fan of it. And this is supposed to be DC and Warner Brothers type of comedy, first ever type of comedy sitcom kind of thing they're trying to release out here. And if you look at it from that standpoint, maybe you might like it. But if you're like me and when it comes to superheroes, you tend to kind of, take things a little bit seriously, you're gonna be just cringed in every area possible. So I kind of had to reshape my mind as to how I was going to view this episode, how I was going to view this show for the very first time, and just look at it with an open mind and say, look at it for what it is. It's a comedy. Let me try to look at it. Let me not take it serious. So the overall concept of the show, which is to demonstrate how regular civilians live their lives with superheroes around them. When we watch shows like Flash, Arrow, we watch Legends of Tomorrow, the show is centered and focused on these superheroes and their personal lives with their families, their friends, and co-workers who exist around them. But it's mainly centered on them specifically. This show, the concept is to aim towards showing what a normal life is for someone who is not a superhero. Hence the name Powerless, someone who has no power. So that's what I say when the concept is good. It's a good concept, and to implement it in a good way would be nice. But unfortunately for me, this first episode did not do it that well. Coming from Warner Brothers and DC, I was gonna expect something a lot more, just a lot of value into what they're doing. To me, it just felt really forced, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Emily, played by Vanessa Hudgens, to me was very annoying. Her character was very annoying, and while I do like Vanessa Hudgens, I just found that this role was just a bit too cringy for me to watch. There were certain things, like I said, and keep in mind, her character is this over positive young female, highly intelligent, high-spirited, all the good things, but it's just she was just a little bit too annoying for me. I just found myself being really annoyed as I was watching this episode. Now, Alan Tudyk plays a character by the name of Van Wayne, which in my opinion is a very weird name. But Van Wayne is the cousin of Bruce Wayne. Now, I didn't even know that Bruce actually really had cousins. As much of a comic junkie as I am, I didn't know he had any external family besides his son, Damian Wayne, so I didn't know he had any other cousins. But to me, Van sounded a little bit weird to me, just that name. But Alan Tudyk plays a character very well, and like he normally does. You guys don't know Alan Tudyk, he voiced K2SO in Rogue One. But if you look at what his character does, his character Van Wayne is just this guy who's just trying to reap the benefits of having the name Wayne, having the name, oh, I'm a Wayne, I'm entitled to this, I'm a Wayne, I'm entitled to that. So just this guy that doesn't pay attention to his job. He's rich, doesn't do anything, just sits back all day, let everyone else does the work. And if you look at it from that standpoint, he does his role very well, so it's hard to not appreciate the fact that he gave you this vibe of a person that is just very annoying, very lazy, deadbeat, just spoiled, rich, all of that. He did a good job of doing that. So don't really look, and guys, if you're going into this, remember that this is a comedy. This is supposed to be a comedy type of TV show. So don't look for too many action sequences. At the beginning of the episode, there's a minor action sequence here or there. Like I said, I looked at it from a standpoint as, hey, the action is not necessarily the center point of this show. So let me just put that aside and focus on what is the center point of the show, which is the comedy and the lives of these individuals that are not superheroes. Also, one thing I did like about the show was the acknowledgement and the references to all the other DC characters, the bigger DC characters, for example, like the Joker, Bruce Wayne as Batman. You even heard there was a couple of monologues there when you don't actually hear him speaking, but there were some references to Bruce Wayne and Batman, especially towards the end of the episode. There was a reference to Batman, but there were certain references that were really fun and really nice to see that this world can, while these people are living here, there are still things that exist within the regular DC universe, which is really cool to see. So I actually really did appreciate them for actually doing that. So all in all, guys, I will give Powerless a grade C+. I will give it a C+. I'll round that off about to a 6.5 or an even 5 out of 10, because it's at a point where it has a potential to be a really good television show. It has a potential to be a really good television show, but it also has the potential to just completely throw it down the drain. And like I said, if you think about it with this perspective as this is a comedy, this is not necessarily intended to be a serious project. It is something that is just to display the normal lives of these people trying to protect themselves. So that's why I say I really enjoy the concept, and I like the concept as to where they can go with this show. Alright guys, if you have seen episode 1 of Powerless, leave your comments down below. If you have not seen it yet and you're considering watching it, also leave your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. Do not forget to subscribe if you are new. Click that little poll tab. I posted it up sometime during this video up here, so click it up there. It's a little poll. I'm just trying to find out some information about the type of content I'm putting out. So if you guys want to just answer the poll real quick, and I'll definitely be really appreciated about that. All right, until the next video, guys, thank you for taking your time to watch this one. If you watched this far, you with MVP. Clockmaster out.